Hey everyone, I'm Erica, the founder of Big Cat Creative, an online design business that specializes in Squarespace templates. We've been selling Squarespace templates since 2017 and have sold over 5,000 of them. But that's not where I started. And in this video today, I want to share my journey from working in a corporate job to running my own custom web design business and how I transitioned from that into selling Squarespace templates full-time. If you're thinking about starting to sell Squarespace templates in your business, or you just need some inspiration to start your own thing, this video will definitely be worth watching. So let's turn back the clock. I studied graphic design in high school and I started my career as a graphic designer not so long after that. That's right, I did not go to university, I went straight into work, and I worked in a few different printing studios as a graphic designer in between my international travels and other random qualifications that I took in between. Technically, I'm also a qualified adventure tourism instructor and a vet nurse. Don't ask. It was 2017 and I was back from my most recent adventure, teaching as a summer camp outdoor adventure lead somewhere in Indiana, and back working as a graphic designer in yet another print studio. I always knew I wanted to do something more. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do, and I definitely didn't want to run my own business. Whoops. This is the time where travel bloggers seemed like the best job in the world. Basically, I just wanted to travel a lot, and I did travel quite a lot, but I actually didn't really want to share my life online, and I always forgot to take photos of everything or document anything that I do. So being a travel blogger definitely wasn't going to work for me. Long story short, I was on Instagram one day while I was at work, a very good employee, and I saw an ad for these two ladies called the Bucket List Bombshells. If you don't know who they are, check them out. They're awesome. I love them. I will link their website down below. But they very quickly opened up my mind to using your graphic design skills to make money online and being able to work from anywhere and travel. That was perfect for me. It sounded like a much better idea than being a travel blogger. I could still travel and make money using skills I already had. So I took their courses and learned all of the basics about how to start earning money online with the skills I already had. I also quickly took an interest in Squarespace, learning about it through their courses, and I started teaching myself how to use it. I didn't take any courses in Squarespace design. I'm completely self-taught with the help of YouTube and a lot of trial and error. No fancy qualifications here, but I loved Squarespace. It felt really intuitive, and because there's no coding, it didn't feel too techy or scary to learn, and it was really more design-based, which is what I was good at. So this is leading into the first leap I took from my corporate life to an online business. Taking these courses and reading all of the blogs online about how to get clients and how to run a design business and everything in between really helped propel my move into starting my own online business. Within a few months, I took a leap of faith, quit my full-time corporate role to officially launch my business, Big Cat Creative. I told myself that if I hadn't replaced my corporate income within 6 months, then I would go get another job so I could actually pay my bills. At the beginning, I offered custom Squarespace website design and branding packages as my main services. I really loved it. It was a lot of fun. I was making money, and you guessed it, I was traveling. So I did this for about 6 months before I started thinking of the idea of selling Squarespace templates. I wanted to sell Squarespace templates because it felt like a perfect option for my audience. A lot of my audience were in a place where they couldn't afford my full prices yet, but I wanted to be able to help them still get an amazing website. I really loved helping people in the very beginning stages of business, but I also didn't want them to have to pay thousands of dollars just to get started. A semi-DIY template seemed like the perfect option for them, and it was something I could easily offer. I also wanted to sell Squarespace templates because I knew it was going to allow me to work less, make more money, and grow my business in a way that isn't possible with custom web design. If I had a product that I could sell in addition to creating my custom websites, it would give me so much more freedom in my business. So I started working on designing templates. In the beginning, I didn't really have anyone to learn from. There was only 1 or 2, maybe, other people selling Squarespace templates, and it was really hard to know what the process should be. And Google, for once in my life, was super unhelpful and gave me no answers. So it was a lot of throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what would stick and piecing a lot of it together as I went. I created 6 different designs to officially launch my shop. Looking back, I really didn't need to start with 6, but that's what I did. And I didn't have much strategy for my first line of templates. They were really just just designs that I wanted to create that I also thought my audience would like. I created separate tutorial videos for each template using no fancy equipment. The quality of these was very questionable looking back. I was running a 2011 MacBook Pro at the time that overheated as soon as I started recording anything, so the audio would start to sound like I was underwater. But in the end, it didn't seem to matter that much. I had already been marketing my custom design services and growing an audience on Instagram prior to this launch. So I had a small audience already established, maybe around about 500 followers on Instagram. And I was posting lots about what I was creating while I was in the process of creating the templates. And I was doing sneak peeks of each design as I created them. This helped really build some interest and excitement around the templates. And when the templates were ready to launch, I ran a giveaway on Instagram and also shared a discount code for those people who were interested in purchasing. I think I sold 2 or 3 templates in that first launch week, and I thought that was amazing at the time. It might not sound like a lot, but I knew as soon as I'd sold that one that I had made the right decision to start a Squarespace Template Shop. Making just that first sale confirmed to me that I was doing the right thing, and that if I continued to grow my audience and market these templates at a bigger scale, I was going to be able to sell lots of them. So that's a really important reminder. If you can sell one, you can sell lots. I never had the idea in my head that I was going to stop doing custom branding and web design. I just thought selling templates would be a great way for me to give myself some extra income and serve more of the audience that couldn't work with me already, which it was. And at the time, I still loved working on custom branding and website design. And every month, I was consistently making more and more template sales, which was amazing. I was totally surprised by just how many people wanted and needed templates. The online business world was and still is growing rapidly. There are thousands of people every day starting online businesses, and the one thing they need is a website. So there was and there is still such a large audience for people who need website templates. But it's one thing the people being out there and needing these templates. It's another thing to actually get their attention online and put my templates in front of them. So marketing is obviously a large part of selling templates, and my marketing efforts were really paying off. At this point, I was still selling more and more templates every month and adding new templates to my shop every now and then. It was a lot of fun, and for me, it just started to become more fun than the custom work I was doing. I didn't have any trouble getting clients, and I had a list of people wanting to work with me, but one month I was working with one particularly tough client. No hate, we've all had them and we've all been them. And I was getting tired of the project that seemed to really drag out. In that same month, I'd sold more templates than I'd ever sold in one month, and we were only halfway through the month. It hit me like a ton of bricks one morning. This is what I should be doing full time. If I started selling Squarespace templates full time, I wouldn't have to work with any of these tough clients anymore. All of the stresses of my current work situation would be gone. A little bit dramatic, a little bit drastic. Yes, probably, but that's how I run my business, impulsively and intuitively. And I knew that in my gut that this was probably gonna be the right move. I was also traveling at the time, and my lifestyle was very much on the road and had to be really flexible. So not having to get on calls with clients, be as responsive, or meet strict deadlines felt like a great match for the life I wanted to live then and now. So it was time for my second leap. I decided that when I'd finished with all of the clients I had currently booked in, I was going to focus on solely selling Squarespace templates. No more actively looking or booking clients. Here's a funny side story that really reaffirmed what I was doing. So after I had made the decision that I wasn't going to take on any more clients from here on out and only focus on selling Squarespace templates, I actually got an inquiry from a very keen customer looking to get a website built. The job was right up my alley. I knew I could knock it out of the park and pretty fast. So I thought, hey, why not just one more job before I actually commit to selling Squarespace templates? This is going to be pretty easy. I can make a little bit of extra income. And I treated this like any other job and booked in a consultation call with the client so I could get all of the details and get started. So far in my business, I'm pretty sure I had landed 100% of the clients that I had had consultation calls with. Generally, contracts were already signed within 24 hours. This was such a common thing that I didn't even consider that this client might decide that they actually don't want to work with me at all. So when I got the email saying, thanks so much for the call, but we've decided to move forward with someone else, I was initially shocked because this had never happened to me before. But then I laughed because I was like, okay, universe, I get it. I'm not supposed to be doing this job. I said I wouldn't, so you've made me not. Thanks for the reminder and I guess a vote of confidence. After getting the first rejection in my business on the last client I was ever gonna take, I felt even more confident in what I was gonna do. So just like the original plan of leaving my corporate job and replacing my income within about 6 months, I decided that if it wasn't financially sustainable for me to just sell templates, then I would just start accepting clients again. So while it was a leap of faith, it was a pretty safe one because I knew I could always go back to working with clients. Then I put all of the time I would have been working one-on-one with clients into marketing my templates. Now I had so much more free time, but I wasn't getting paid, so I had to be smart and use this free time to actually promote my templates. Within a few months, it had paid off. I was still selling more and more templates every month and officially making more money selling templates than I had been working with clients just a few months previous to that. So this was near the end of 2018, and now we are in 2023 while I'm recording this video. I still can't believe that. And although the world has changed a lot within that time frame, my business model and day-to-day things I do are a lot the same. We still sell Squarespace templates as our main product, and creating Squarespace templates was the best decision I ever made in my business. There was a lot of trial and error along the way with how to perfect the templates, deal with the customers, set up boundaries within the templates and business, create really good systems to run the business behind the scenes, and how to continue to actually get new customers month after month. Just like any business, it has its challenges and it's always evolving. I do have a small team now, but for a long time I didn't, and you definitely don't need one to run a successful Squarespace template business. Although it's always evolving, the main things I focus on in business remain the same. Number one is marketing. We've talked about it a lot already. Selling anything requires marketing. So this is a big focus in our business. It's a machine that needs to be fed consistently and regularly so that we can continue to make sales every month. Number two is product development and updates. Our templates have come a long way since I first launched them. The actual website designs, the process for the customers, the tutorials, everything. This is one area that we're constantly striving to make better. We want our templates to make our customers' life so much easier. We want everyone who buys one of our templates to come out the other end with the website that they love, and how they get there is all up to us. So we're constantly getting feedback and using that to improve our templates. Also, being in the website space means that there's always updates, whether you're using Squarespace or any other platform. All of this tech is updated very regularly, so keeping on top of that is really important. Number three is customer support and just general customer service. Something that we do quite a lot of is customer support. This is kind of optional depending on if you want to offer support with your templates. It isn't something that you have to offer, but it's something that we offer. So it's quite a big part of our job, answering people's questions and helping them out with the template. But even if you don't offer support, you still get lots of general questions about your templates and people inquiring before they buy, which is normal in any business. Lots of customer service. And the fourth thing I spend the most time on probably is just the ins and outs of running business. Accounting, emails, admin, all of this stuff takes time, but if you have any sort of business, then that's not something that you can really avoid. So that's my story. I hope this inspires you to take a leap of faith and start selling Squarespace templates in your business. It is such a great business model, and it's also an amazing way to help a lot of people get a website that they love at a really good and accessible price. If you're interested in selling Squarespace templates, but you're not really sure where to start, make sure to sign up for our free training. It covers some really essential tips to getting started with your Squarespace Template Shop. It's super actionable, and you'll be able to walk away with plenty of information to get started on your own template shop today. You can watch it right away by visiting bigcatcreative.com/free training, and I will also link it below this video. Or if you just want to keep watching YouTube, check out this video here. You'll probably like it, and I will see you in the next video.